are streaming. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Isn't here yet. We're placed on Discord.
No, just practicing. He hasn't said anything yet.
Not Kingdom. Kingdom.
Kind of dumb steam. What?
Kingdom of Steam.
What?
It's actually a drinking game.
What?
Wherever that is pumped to be.
Of stream, like a keg of beer.
I don't know what's happening.
No, I don't know.
Not worry about it.
I don't think we've collectively shared the brain cell enough yet to begin. Who even has it right now? Who has the brain cell?
Probably one of the cats.
Yeah, Hobbs.
Yeah.
He's holding it.
Hobbs gets it most of the time.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, I mean,
He needs it for his mayoral duties.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He has important things to do.
Mm-hmm. He does.
Tegan occasionally, as he contemplates the universe, will borrow the brain cell.
Yeah, that seems right. Rilz has been called into Captain Von Zief's quarters for the night. Oh no. And then a link to our thing.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Von
The
Zief.
captain. If he gets too fresh.
For mature audiences only.
I just imagine we're just gonna hear a series of thwacks, and Von Zief will just open the door and fall cartoonishly out, just face first,
I found him like that.
Colbert's like, wow, his date's a real knockout.
Oh, Tucker!
Oh, I shot myself.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Going back.
I parried it. Nice.
Can't be allowed to get away with such things. And I don't care what Josh says.
Man,
It's a great.
it's taken this long.
Your favorite
Finally,
fan says, yeah, Rilz
monk-free
had the
feels
episode.
Sweet.
One fan. All right.
Welcome back to Kingdom of Steam.
We are here.
Look, what do you expect?
So sorry.
We apologize for nothing.
He's our esteemed
Nothing. Oh, what do you say?
colleague. He's our esteemed colleague.
I hate you.
Last time on Kingdom of Steam, you guys have infiltrated the Blackjack Dragon Kobold pirate ship and successfully convinced their captain that you want to be a part of their crew.
Von Zief gave you a lovely tour. You met many colorful characters.
You gave one little kobold a knife.
That worked
May
out
or may not have been a good
You
move.
maybe stabbed somebody.
He gave that knife to somebody else. He's just passing it on.
Yeah, he just gave. Yeah, he
He
gave.
gave it to
He
somebody
gave
else.
the knife to someone
A
else.
pointed reply.
All right.
Oh my God, Tucker!
I'm making a purchase.
Holy
Oh, wow.
Everyone else knows what I'm going to buy. You
power,
don't.
man.
How
You'll find out.
Sweet.
Look, I'm a DM now. I'm all grown up.
That's a fair sampling of what it's like.
Okay, so you had a nice meal. There was a stabbing.
Nice meal.
The meal was acceptable.
Parts of it.
The alcohol was iffy.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of seeding the idea of mutiny, I believe.
Just in case.
Just in case. Lots of sneaking around and looking at things. There was some inspecting of the and dealing with
There was a
dying kobolds in the med bay.
mop bucket.
Actually healing people who were in the med bay.
Actually healing the people in the med bay,
Yeah.
probably saving their lives from
Taking
the doctor.
corpse out from underneath them and putting it somewhere else.
Yeah, that's good. That's always good.
Attending to some, basic sanitation.
Doctor's gonna come back. Where's my good luck
They-
corpse?
Good luck, Gordon.
Oh my god! That's
Absolutely
canon now.
canon. Absolutely. Is there anything else that I'm missing?
There was a wrestling match.
I fought some kobolds to get the
For-
best
That's
friends in the
good.
barracks.
Right, to get the
that's
better
true.
beds.
The bed's further
Beds
away from
that
the
weren't
bathroom.
damp, things like
Furthest
that.
away from the bathroom, yeah.
You actually beat one kobold so badly that other kobolds just surrendered. They were like, please.
That's right.
Yeah.
Please
Right.
take my bed.
And I began schemes with our young potato-peeling friend.
Oh yeah, you
To,
met up with him.
Yeah, to get back at the one guy who kicked him. I
Oh,
forget.
A little friendly revenge.
Poor Snips,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the one that kicked him while you were
First mate?
We'll see how
First mate,
friendly
first
the
mate.
revenge
First
is.
mate.
You know, we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Other things that happened that I just vaguely recall is Rilz was trying to, I don't remember why, but you were talking to Von Zief about having more ships.
Yeah, I was just
Growing,
trying to.
expand. Oh, was that you? Rilz backed you up on
I
it.
think I got
You
in
were
on it.
both.
You started
yeah,
it, though.
yeah.
So I was just trying to get him distracted,
Yeah.
thinking about something else,
Yeah.
and to share the technology that he has, so you could, in order to build more ships, you gotta kind of have to share this technology, or whatever it is, so you can learn the secrets.
And his response was a little like, of course I would want all of that. But, later, like not now, like he's a little defensive about what he's capable of doing.
Yeah, I'm convinced they fully lucked out into whatever they had.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen how much money they have yet either. Like,
That's also true.
Yeah.
It should be quite a bit, right? They've been raiding these ships for a while.
we haven't seen it. We've
We
seen
just
the
take.
weapons they've collected, so who knows what they actually have.
It's shiny, we know that much.
That's a good point.
Wonder how much glass they have. Really well-faceted pieces of glass.
Glass and polished tin.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they're making enough where we just take over, guys.
I have an idea for a plot. I don't know if I can mention this now or wait.
We can have
Do
you
you
guys
wanna
can
do
have
it in
this
character?
conversation just before the person comes to
Yeah,
collect Rilz.
yeah.
Yeah,
you can
'cause
talk
that
amongst
was like
yourselves.
the last thing that was happening
barracks.
at the end
Yeah,
of
please.
last week's
Go
episode.
right ahead. Be in character.
All right, somehow we convince him he's got to store his treasure someplace for safekeeping. Like an island with an X marks the spot kind of thing. Pirates are into that stuff.
All good pirates do that.
See? And then that's when we convince the forces to clamp down on him. When they're grounded, we have our guys descend on them while we work from the inside.
Do you think they'd actually do that, though?
Well,
I think we won't even let go of that staff that he carries around. Why would he let go of the money?
we convince him that the ship would fly faster without it being so heavy.
I mean, that's just basic science, right?
Which may not apply here.
It doesn't.
Now, that's a fair point.
Not basic, not advanced, not hypothetical, not theoretical. None of it.
Yeah, Drogon basically spent the entire last episode just being irate.
Alternatively, we could just tell him that there'd be more room for more treasure if he were to bury the treasure that he's got now already.
Right.
Yeah.
The tricky part would be getting a message out to King's forces. I can't remember the proper name here of the good guys.
That's accurate.
That works.
What
Yeah.
do you think would happen if we just took the little bugger stuff and jump off the ship?
His stuff or his staff?
Staff.
I think the ship would crash.
Wouldn't be our problem.
I didn't say it was a problem. You just asked me what I thought would happen.
Good time with pizzazz.
It's beach time.
I gotta say this too. I'm feeling a little bit bad about this since I was the first one to kill one. I don't hate these guys.
I mean,
They're criminals for sure.
right. But, again, Not our problem.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm kind of with you on that one, Joel. I mean, it's just that their misspent youth has happened to extending into a misspent adulthood as well.
Right. If we were to hold everyone's background against them, they'd you know.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a good thing we don't.
The devil's in the details, dude.
We're under orders from His Majesty to stop these guys from stealing from everybody in the sky, which they've already done. Repeatedly. The only way to stop them is to get that staff. Or convince the little bugger to join up with the king.
You are hearing, kind of in the background, while you're having this conversation, there's two kobolds there. Like, tomorrow I'm gonna steal so much stuff. On the raid tomorrow, it's gonna be awesome. What are you gonna steal? And they're just going back and forth.
I'm gonna steal a big old statue. I hope they have one that looks like a kobold, man. It'll be great.
Yeah, this is just like really like intense about their plans for tomorrow when you guys wake up.
Well, I mean, there's going to be a raid before we can do anything about it, unless... Are we going to act that quickly?
Should we?
Can we act that quick?
I mean... Okay. Now, I know it's not necessarily ethical, but just say we just started killing everybody.
Okay.
No,
You had me, and it's not necessarily ethical.
I see. I would just take the staff and let the things happen. He just wants to do it himself.
Well, basically, okay, so what I'm kind of getting at is, like, if we do that, that's almost the same as what I just proposed. Like, if we take the staff without grounding this thing, they're probably gonna die.
I also have a reminder for the players that there are large constructs called the Dragon Guard. There are you counted at least 12 of them wandering around the ship. And while the kobolds separately are not a challenge, together they're a bit of a challenge. There's a lot of them, and those things were you took out 2 of them, but there were more than 2. It might get dicey.
I think we had seen like at least 12 or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we've counted at least 12.
We played
That are
tabletop.
still
It's
in
always
operation,
dicey.
so that's not counting the 2 that we disabled.
I think those were fixed, weren't
You just
they?
need
Maybe.
I need a string that I can pull and just like dump darts on you, Tucker.
Telling you, the squeaky hammer of shame.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to a Nickelodeon sliming stage where there's just gonna be a pipe full of ooze.
Alright, what were you saying?
I mean, maybe we can just like try and actually sneak around and do some like mischief.
I'm saying, if we manage to just take the staff, perhaps without anyone knowing that it was directly us, we can take the fall and throw ourselves overboard to make a peace.
They have those pipes.
Also, yeah, you guys have balloon packs. They are little like things that are hooked into your belt that are, if you pull the cord on them,
With those
you
for
can
emergency
slow fall all the
purposes.
way down to the surface.
And they don't know
Communication
about
pipes
them.
is kind of what I would worry
The
about.
what?
The
Communication pipes.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly what they were, but that's like
Do you think there's a way to disable them there, communication pipes?
Down, I guess.
like with fists. I don't even think we know how they work.
Presumably they're going to eat breakfast tomorrow, right?
Do I need to know anything?
Then they would go to the sick bay where you might be, and you can make sure they don't get better.
I don't think anything will poison
Poison,
them.
are you sure? Considering what they've been feeding them, are you sure poison's even on the menu?
We don't necessarily have to poison them. What if we gave them all the runs?
I'm gonna think about it.
Yeah, it wouldn't have to be something that would kill them, just something that would put them off. Delay. Hey, if we could buy ourselves a delay, maybe they'd have to delay the assault. Give us more time to act.
I enjoy the fact that not all of our plans are necessarily a small genocide. Thank you for that, Yolan. Bartholomew, maybe workshop that a little bit.
However,
Didn't you steal that?
if we
yellow
wait
apple
for them to
that
start the
acid?
assault, then we stay behind.
The
You know,
yellow jar.
to prepare for them to
acid?
come back.
But
Whatever
it was
the
like
feels
medicine.
That'll give us time with fewer of them in here.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, he injected somebody with it and he died immediately.
Well, listen. If you inject people with anything that's not in small enough dose, it's gonna kill them. So I'm assuming the amorphous jelly was probably not great for his vein.
You're assuming it caught in a vein.
What did you just say?
That's true.
It's assuming that it got into a vein.
Oh,
you don't
it's
have your
gonna hit a vein.
subtitles turned
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
I speak.
Pizza is definitely a dialect.
I think at this point, you're kind of in conversation, trying to get a sleeping area ready.
Barracks door pops open.
And, hey, which one of you's the pretty one? Boss wants to see it.
I feel like there's absolutely a moment where Wills is like,
I mean, buddy.
no, they're not talking about Buddy, is they?
No.
I guess that's me. No. That would be me.
See Marco like, oh. Just barred things. You know?
Like, are you sure I'm not pretty?
I could be.
You get led up a narrow step.
Well,
Oh.
Rilz is going out. Do you guys want to follow?
yeah.
Do you want to
Is there
sneak?
anything
Do you
you
want
wanna
to
do?
stay at the place?
As they're leaving.
Do you think you're gonna get into mayhem while you're there?
If you even like shoot Rills a glance, she's like, ow.
I'm gonna come up and, as long as you're willing, stamp you with like a seal of approval and give you advantage on any stealth checks for the next hour.
Oh, an hour of
Yes.
sneaking.
This document is certified on your arm.
Please and thank you. Yeah, sure.
You are certified sneaky for an hour. I like it. That's awesome.
I could trail behind.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that if you were there in case Captain gets two hands. Because if he does, I'm gonna get
Or do we want this to be our moment?
Well, she's going to meet the captain.
You don't have time to talk.
100%. 100%.
If you want to do that, you have to whisper it to each other while you're following her or what have you.
I'm definitely going to try to sneak after her.
Yeah, because I mean, if somebody's asking, you come with us now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. The other kobold's not going to
Yeah,
sit
we
there while
wouldn't.
you
We wouldn't have
deliberate.
time to.
17. Went 1, 13.
Do your thing.
Nice.
I'm going to maybe look into a contingency. And while they're following, I want to actually go to the workshop area and see if they have stuff around there that maybe could be used to try and make a replica staff.
Okay.
Interesting, like a look-alike.
Yes. The way Hughes is thinking.
Since I was trying to find a piece of glass for like that same thing last time, I'm going to help him. So like I'll share with him.
Excellent. Do you have any?
I think I'll also
Plotting
tag along because I think
and
two
scheming
groups is a lot
And
safer.
plotting.
Being alone in the barracks
Do you want to
sounds bad.
go
Yeah.
with
Are you
these two or these two?
sneaky following, or are you looking for resources?
Well, he's technically going to be alone. Because Rilz is technically going to be alone.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I'll head with you, Logan.
Yeah, the captain did not ask for rolls +1. Although Raven is with him. Because Raven is
I will
always with him.
also try to
Definitely.
sneak.
Excellent.
Although Raven has got to be pocket dimensioned right now.
It's an 11.
Okay.
That camera is super.
Big and orange down a
Where our
hallway.
cameras is janky?
You're blurry.
Oh.
Two of you have like. Someone tried to over glam the camera. Vibes,
It's just that.
like you just look a little too
It's
much.
that old school
Okay.
It's better now.
Vaseline on the lens for that effect.
That's what it looked like, kind of. Yeah.
Additional slice.
Can anybody reach a slice for me?
Oh! I didn't realize it made it all the way back around.
It made a full revolution.
So, you guys are kind of like trailing kind of behind Rilz being led up to the captain's room. Rilz, you're being
Yes.
led by this other kobold. I think you're being led by Tor Snips.
Okay.
Always come to get you.
Which one was?
He's the second in command.
Okay.
He is the first mate. Second in command, first mate. Very strange. Anyway.
And that is the terminology.
There you go.
And you two are being the kind of stealthy that is not like no one sees you, but inconspicuous. You are pirates aboard a pirate ship full of kobolds, but you're just kind of like not looking like you're following, looking like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And
Get out still speaking.
yeah, you are, and with those rolls, that's high enough to manage that. Especially together. That's fine. I'm gonna hold off on you two for a little bit and take care of this nonsense.
We've all been waiting to see what happens here. So, roll a perception check as you near the door.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're brought up towards the top of the ship. Kind of, you come up into the area where you'd split off to go to the navigation room and the cockpit.
Okay.
And on the other side is the doorway to captain quarters.
Three.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
You don't notice the Kobold Quartet singing Careless Whisper.
Not sure if that's quite a dice jailable offense yet, but putting that D20 on notice.
With that 3, you are going to miss some of what you would have heard otherwise. But as you get closer and closer to the door, you do hear, "And I seduce her with my wiles, because I am the amazing Von Ziff. And now she is coming to my quarters because she cannot resist me." And the other kobold knocks, and you hear like a book shutting and being like shoved under something, and it says, "If you have presents for me, come in." And the kobold just kind of looks at you, kind of shrugs, and
He turns away. No, he just turns away to go.
Oh, he doesn't have presents?
Yeah, he.
Oh,
he
looks in his pockets. He's like,
Does she get a Nazi?
"Oh yeah, for the fail. Yes, you got to get your thank you."
Before I enter the captain's quarters, I'd like to be like, "Hey, Raven.
Yes, ma'am.
It's entirely possible we may or may not need to beat up and or tie up the captain soon, so I'll just be ready."
Yes, ma'am.
He, well, I think you know why.
Man.
I know, right? They can't all be like my Harry. Well behaved and shy.
Oh, that's cute. Okay. Come in. I said. Slightly less French, maybe. More Dexter's Laboratory, though, but that's okay.
What do you say, cheese omelet?
Rilz, get in my laboratory.
Do you open the door?
Yeah, Rilz opens the door. "Oh, why, hello, Captain. You wanted to see me?"
Von Zief is on his bed, which is still kind of a sack filled with stuff, but a nice sack filled with stuff, a little extra big. He's doing that kind of an attempt at like a debonair laying down with like one leg pointing up.
An attempt.
For a kobold, it's really good.
Imagining the Jeff Goldblum scene.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes. Yes, but think like
A kobold.
kobold, little
But
lizard man
kobold.
with a stupid grin on his face.
He's got like a dead flower in his teeth.
There's no flowers. He does, however, have a bone. A bone that has been dipped in like a paint on one end on his teeth. And there is an entire bouquet of these sitting right next to him, and he reaches over and gets them and says, "Beautiful bones for a beautiful lady."
Oh, why, thank you. They're so unique.
I know they are beautiful like you. Oh, yes. That was French again.
Yeah,
It's so hard.
It's hard not to.
And he says, I am sure you are wondering why I brought you here to my cabin.
I would have to express a small amount of curiosity, yes.
I thought I would do the honors of having you. Do you the honors of having you. Wash my feet and tell me how handsome I am.
Oh!
Have I sneaked up to the door to hear this yet?
Yes, please make perception checks.
Make a
for both
perception
of
check
you.
if you're listening.
Yeah, and this will kind of like last for a little bit.
Nope, didn't hear it.
Natural 20.
Oh no! You hear too much.
Way too much.
Brush his teeth?
Nope.
I just
Bro,
remember they all
you're saying
change
precious
directly.
teeth.
The old man's got like his ears against the door, but he's in the
With-
background with a 1,000-yard stare.
With that nat 20, Buddy also realizes when his head is kind of like pressed to the door, you are staring directly at another room. There is one other room up here.
Is it one we could get to without walking through this? Or is it like
You would be able to walk to it. It's not, there's no obstacle to it, but it is locked. There's like a big padlock on it.
You also notice, Rilz, that the scepter currently is leaned up against the wall on the bed.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Are there obvious implements of foot cleaning? Does he have like a
There's a
cobalt
bucket.
pedicure kit?
There's a bucket and like a sponge, and you
Okay.
do notice that he's wearing like little like black piratey kind of pants,
Sure.
and he has like a white, like, you know, the classic pirate shirt kind of thing.
Yeah.
All unlaced and like displaying his little cobalt chest.
Which is probably concave.
Yeah.
I'm picturing, cobalt, just real time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course, your poor feetsies must get so tired after a long, hard day of captain. And of course I could do that for you.
Would you like to make a deception check?
Yes. Yes, I would.
But he's like whispering all this directly into your ear.
I mean, all things considered, I think that bad. Although Cobalt feet.
Hell yeah. I have rolled a 24
Oh.
for lying to the captain about how eager I am to wash his feet.
It's working.
It's definitely working.
It's definitely working. Okay.
Like, oh, I like it when you talk sexy to me like that. Oh.
I bet that you do. I'm sure that that's a true statement that you just made.
With your mouth.
With your mouth. I'm sure that the words you just said with your mouth are very true.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Rolls fully proceeds to grab the sponge and the bucket, and she starts washing his feet.
Okay.
Like earnestly?
I mean,
Deceptively.
Deceptive?
Seductively.
Seductively.
I mean, she will blink, like bat her eyes at it while she's doing it. She's on the job,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as
yeah,
it were.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you like to do? He's sitting there kind of like, ha ha ha. He looks like he is,
Having the time of
his eyes
life.
are like slightly closed.
As I am doing this, I sort of because Raven is there in her invisible form, Rolls is going to be like motioning towards the staff and the door.
Oh, so like Raven, take this staff and get out.
I mean, listen,
You hear very
opportunities present themselves.
Can you make a sleight of hand check for Raven?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the start. Now, when Raven picks up an object,
They don't become visible just from the object doesn't become invisible, but she doesn't.
But she
become
wouldn't
visible.
become visible either. It's the same as when,
Action or a spell?
action or spells.
Okay. Yep.
Well, attack action type of. Yeah.
Give me
So
either a stealth or sleight of hand to start maneuvering this
let me
object.
look up an imp's stats and tell you if one is better than the other. Imp.
I don't know what we're gonna do with this roll because
Don't know.
other things are gonna happen.
Yay! Imps have a good stealth.
How much?
plus.
Oh, I haven't rolled it yet.
Oh.
I was just happy to look at an imp stat block and see that they're trained in stealth. 11?
Okay. You are aware of Raven's position, are you? Can you see Raven? Or is she really invisible to you as well?
No, I feel like she would have to be invisible to me as well.
Okay. So out of the corner of your eye, you're trying to keep him
Doing
distracted.
that,
And
yup.
looking to see if what happens with the staff. And you see the staff start to move slightly. And then there is a blast of wind through the whole cabin.
Whoa!
And you see the staff fly over and into Von Zief's hand.
Did you leave a window open?
Give me a deception check.
Yeah. Von Zief
Do we hear
is
that?
Yes,
perception
absolutely.
check.
You
Right
hear that.
outside, right?
Okay, so this was. I figured.
With a 20, you can hear the subtle whisper to Raven to get the thing. That's where we're going.
People in there.
Kinky.
Oh my god. That's a perception check that I rolled.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
just so you know.
I'm doing my best not to have a Danism right now.
I would like to have a 12 deception.
Oh!
Oh, that bad, huh?
Oh!
It was-
Wow, that's a lot of. Okay.
It was a 2 on the die.
All right, let's roll that.
Um,
Let's roll that. Ooh. This
on,
might
I
have
can find,
come in perfectly for you
Where is...
because I didn't roll that bad. So
Here.
where is his
I
stats?
mean, I have a +5 to deception, but a 2 on the die still only equals a 7 before me
2 on the die is definitely still a
handing in
2 on the
gumption.
die. All right, gumption. What are you
Any chance she's
doing?
got disadvantage from foot washies?
Not at the moment because of the way this thing kind of flew. I'm sorry. I was wrong.
That's not the right stat.
I think there are.
Yeah, if the worst comes to worst, just shake the kobold.
I mean, you know I'm not above that.
Yeah, what's he got, like 6 HP?
Is there a window in his room?
I have no idea.
Just
If
chuck
there's
him
a
out.
window- Oh yeah, he
Okay.
fell.
He looks at you and he kind of shakes his head and says, "No window is open. That was very strange."
Maybe we hit a spot of turbulence. Hey, when was the last time you had your toenails trimmed?
Oh no.
I like them very sharp. Can you sharpen them for me?
It would be my pleasure.
Oh, you treated me so good. Oh, I know you fall for me. I am irresistible. But
Well, I am a sucker for a bandit uniform.
I know, since I
is-
rolled so poorly, I'm like, is it okay in there? I'm a little concerned for Rilz.
Something about toenails.
That is what Rilz is saying too.
Imagine Von Zief's like sticking out his feet and just
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
his toenails.
Toes coming out like that.
Yep.
The cartoonish flies just.
Oh no! Well, they've
Yeah.
been cleaned at least at this point.
They have
right?
been cleaned.
Yes,
They are
his feet have been cleaned.
as well as they can be.
But they touched the floor again, so I'm sure it just, like went back to normal. It's like,
Von Zief has gone back to kind of relaxing and paying attention to you, which
Good.
may
It
or
was
may
my-
not be good. But,
Well, it was my intention to distract him so he wouldn't get suspicious.
but he is holding on to the staff now.
That is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do?
So he's gonna ask you some questions and chat and stuff like that. We can montage most of that.
Sure.
Do you want to cut to the other people and we can go
Is there?
back there?
What is
there
your
anything?
further intention here? Now that the
Yeah.
staff has gone away, what do you want to do with this?
Well, I mean, that would have been plan A.
Yes. Do you have a plan B? I guess, or do you want to have time to think?
Look, if Trump time, that's what I was thinking. We can like.
Yeah, I don't
Switch
have an
over to-
immediate plan
Okay,
B.
great. You two. You have gone down into the engineering area. There's a guy down here. Hold on, what is his name?
You do have the very clear idea with Von Ziep that he is probably fairly malleable.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Crokrell.
I just want to make sure that was expressed in his idiocy.
So Crokrell is down here.
The head engineer.
He is working on some diagrams. This looks like a child's drawing of blueprints. That's kind of like...
If they had a refrigerator, we'd put it on it.
Yeah, so... there's all kinds of stuff in here. What exactly do you want to try to accomplish? You're looking to make a replica
Like,
staff.
as close as possible replica to the staff that we saw moving.
Okay.
So I don't know quite what he's up to yet, because I think he didn't really express that, so I come up with like, hey dude, like, what are you trying to do?
Well, I would like to make a replica of the cotton staff. Present it to him as a gift.
Okay. So, I was kind of thinking something similar earlier. I didn't see any glass that would look like the top. Do you have anything that looks like the top? Because I think that's really the biggest thing we have to worry about.
Give me investigation check. You can help or do your own roll.
So I'm gonna try my own here, see if I can get anything special. No, okay.
Wait, was that a fail, Tucker?
I mean, we'll see when I do the math. But, it's an 8.
Oh yeah, you can take one of those.
Yeah, well,
First roll of the night, and that one.
Oh, definitely get one of those.
Okay, yeah.
Is this your pile here?
Yes.
You are looking around confused.
It's all garbage.
At all the garbage, yeah. And Crokrell notices you kind of pawing through some stuff over here. He's like, "Can I help you?"
Aye. To honor his captainship for letting us join his crew, I kind of wanted to present him with a gift. A replica of his own staff. That way you could have one in both hands and be extra cool.
I'm not sure an amateur like yourself should be using the tools here.
I would like to assist him in not having an aneurysm.
I'd like to challenge you to using a damned ruler.
Would you? Okay, let's.
As he's going to say that, I'm like, well, that's the thing.
Can you make a persuasion check? Okay. That will affect him not.
I feel like we're this close to Drogon seeing red.
No,
I can't.
How about
Unfortunately, it's
pass
less
over
than what I
another
just had
gumption?
with a 5.
Quick cut back to outside the cabin.
I fell right off the table somewhere.
I feel a grudging.
I feel a grudging coming on.
You
There's
feel
a grudging in the air.
Mark following up, putting a hand on your shoulder, but you don't feel in memory you can feel this there, but that is not there.
That card, it doesn't exist.
Yeah. What would you like to say?
Now you listen here, little bugger. I'm gonna pull out my homunculus. Can you make one of these? Ducks. And it does a little jig. Can you make a dance?
Dances.
Seems very primitive.
I would like to attempt.
Mine are bigger.
No, I'm going to look for a suitable pipe to possibly knock this kobold out before Drogon murders him. So I'd like to make an investigation check for a pipe to bonk this guy.
Yeah, go for it.
No.
What is it?
It's a 6.
That is just enough. I just
yeah.
I just went 5. You grab whatever random piece of equipment is right next to you. That is an improvised weapon.
Okay.
Please make an attack roll.
El Kabonk!
No! How?
Can you give him something to do that doesn't involve rolling?
It is not our time, Drogon.
Well,
let's see if it breaks his AC.
It is a kobold.
There is a kobold.
I assume I'm using my strength instead of my dex. Yeah, because it's an improvised weapon. So that is a 3 because I rolled a nat 1.
Wow. Okay, so fun fact: the improvised weapon that you grabbed was one of those 2x4s attached to another 2x4, and they come apart because they were very poorly put together, and you actually like hit yourself with the flare, like a flying piece of it. You just take 1 hit point of damage, but it definitely. Here you go. Have another.
That is insulting.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I'm trying to farm these bits anyway, so I'm winning.
On top of this, could you please make a deception check?
Yes. Yes.
There's a day is gonna come where he's gonna roll a 2 and he's gonna stack the bits up and go next one.
Right.
Listen.
What did you do?
You couldn't even nail
Okay.
2 boards together. And I take the 2 boards and I take my light hammer and I literally just go.
So I rolled a 7 on deception.
Okay.
4 plus 3.
Oh yeah.
He's like, what is going on here? You're trying to hit me? You gotta get out of my workshop.
You're not handling my stuff nicely. You break my thing. You fix my thing, but with an attitude. Get out of my shop.
Workshop, nothing's a dumb loony bin. Could I?
Yes.
One moment, let me even see if I have, like, anything to this.
I think at this point, one of the Dragon Guard that is on the thing that he was working on just goes and gets up. And is standing there with you guys.
I was going to see if I could slide a hand some junk, but I got a -1 to that, and I'd rather not.
Okay.
So as parting words, what do you hear to me? Rajal the Cotton, that you're the reason he's not getting a gift? It'll be your head. Come back!
Get out of my shop.
Get out! Flailing around, pushing you guys. He's not going in. Like he could actually put his both hands onto you and just kind of walk in place, and you wouldn't move. But that is what he's doing.
I'd like to allow him to push me to like past a pile of junk where the dragon card can't see, and then like essentially trip him.
Oh, you want to try to trip him?
Okay, I'm going to try to succeed at one thing.
He's like, come on, I need something here.
And, like, I'm just gonna trip him and then continue on with my day. Because
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for him to roll a 2 and then just be, all my gumption, I need this.
All my gumption on trying to trip
oh
a
my god,
kobold
why
just
do I
for
succeed
spite.
on that?
Because it's silly.
So it's like, are we calling it an unarmed thing?
I think that's a contested dexterity thing of some sort. Or what is tripping?
If it's dexterity, I'm technically like
It might be a little
Are there
better
rules
off.
for tripping someone?
Make prone
Yeah.
through a shove.
Oh, shove.
When a athletics check, opposing athletics.
Yeah.
I guessed kind of right.
Yeah, I'll give him the good old sit down with my foot, and I rolled a
Can't see
21. 19.
You rolled a 21! Oh, it doesn't matter what I roll.
Apparently, Bartholomew only...
Are you serious?
Might be the bully.
I'm not allowed to
Okay.
roll dice anymore.
That
I don't
we
think-
nat 1,
Oh, shit.
and we have a -2 to strength.
No.
He has...
You trip him, and he falls over, and you hear a crack as his head hits the floor.
He is unconscious.
Joe's gonna grab some junk. We're getting out.
Failed your way into like a success almost.
Ever.
I look at him wide-eyed and I'm just like, it worked, go.
Mark, you were always my favorite.
Fail seated, yeah.
I failed successfully.
I would like a
Sailed.
sleight of
Failed
hand
successfully, yeah.
to just get these materials without worrying the Dragon Guard.
Yeah, without worrying the Dragon Guard and like getting them back to the barracks. Is that where you're gonna bring them?
Yep.
Yeah, so like through the halls and stuff.
Let's see. Looking at a 14 currently. I'm gonna use 2 gumption to make it a 16 to feel better about it.
Oh, yeah.
So 16.
Okay, that'll do. You successfully do that. You grab the stuff. You can kind of see it like there's a moment where it's like this and looking over at you, and that is the moment when you're done with the stuff and you're out the door.
See, I'm going. Relax.
All right, back to the captain.
So, well, Rilz starts looking for claw sharpening implements. She's also going to look to see if the captain has a bottle of that potato hooch.
Oh, the alcohol.
In his quarters.
Gonna try to get him drunk?
Yes, I am.
Hell yeah. He actually has one, like, it looks like it should be on ice, but it's on, like, shards of glass. Because they don't have any ice.
That
sure,
right?
absolutely. So, Rilz pours him, like, a large glass and goes, here, just relax, enjoy yourself.
Oh. Thank you, beautiful, beautiful, yes.
And she pours herself a small glass of it to toast with him.
So he's like...
Cheers. Yeah, so she's poured him like a goblet, and then she found like the smallest cup possible to pour for herself.
Like a soy sauce thing, like that. Oh, hey. Oh, you know, this scepter, I have a story. I will share you my story.
Oh, do you now?
With my mouth. Yeah.
I love stories. This is actually like potentially information gathering. So, no less. I would love to hear that story.
Yeah. Oh.
Did you steal it?
Well, it was. How you say destiny? Yes, no. So I was climbing a ruins, and I explore these forbidden ruins. And I go down. And I stole it from the wind gods. And then whoosh! I have amazing power because I fool the gods. I am so amazing.
From the wind gods?
Yes.
Oh, do tell.
Roll. Insight.
Sure.
If you would be so kind.
Big old +1 at insight. Let's go.
You never
12?
know what you're gonna say. I love it.
Yes, I came out and I was basically a god among men. So I was like, oh, it is my dream. It is to be the captain of a great dragon. I'll be a dragon rider, but dragons are dead. So I make the ship with my great intelligent mind. I make the ship. Yes.
I'm sure
I'm the
during
captain.
this story there must be like multiple points where Rilz is just like, okay, don't laugh at him. Do not laugh at him. Oh, his great intelligence. Oh boy, it's gonna be hard to laugh out.
And like, as he's telling the story, he's getting more and more drunk.
Excellent.
And it's like, and I use my great power to take my people and unlock them, unearthbound. They're not stuck on a crappy island. They're now in the sky with me. And this the great pirate. Yes, no? Do you wanna kiss the great pirate? He slashes a little.
And it's not just yet, but only because that I'm still working.
Oh yeah,
right now.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's wonderful.
For the foreseeable future. Why don't you? And she fully like refills. You just relax there, Captain, and tell me more tales of your daring do.
Oh, so daring! I am I am like a pirate prince. I am so cool. I have all of the shinies, and I have now beautiful, powerful woman. Yeah, I see you so powerful, pretty lady. Wow. He like waggles his little kobold eyebrows at you like an excessive amount because he is drunk. He continues to like he actually tells you a handful of like their little hijinks. He says, I got this coat from he looks so stupid naked. No scales, nothing.
I'm sure that it's like a number of stories where Rolls just like could be true, 50% true, 0 truth.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to like while he's kind of in this more vulnerable, drunken state? Is there anything you wanted to
Well,
probe?
there's not like that. No, although I am hoping to get him into a drunken stupor enough that he straight up passes out.
Great.
All right, I will have him make a Constitution check then.
You can make a persuasion check for how much you can get him to drink.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, that'll affect the score. You tell me what the DC should be after this roll, and maybe it'll be whatever they roll.
Yeesh. Not bad. That is an 18.
Oh, nice. Okay. Why is it so dark?
That's not good.
What do you think happens?
Oh, you go ahead. You're in charge of Lanzif at the moment.
oh boy, so the responsibility's on me, huh? And he's like, oh, you and me, we go together. We go back to the ruins. I can see something. You can be a cottage. It's good. Yes.
Oh, that would be.
It would be soggy and so pretty. I can.
Does he still have the staff in his hand when he passes out?
His face is literally smooshed up against it.
But he is very out.
He looks out. You could do the kitten test and.
Yeah. I was gonna say Rolls is definitely gonna do the thing where she's like.
Are you trying to pull the staff out?
How's it going in there, buddy?
Something about gods.
There is a force that as you kind of pull on it, it goes and pulls it back to him. Give me an Arcana check.
Sure.
Yeah, can you guys also make another stealth check?
You hear footprints, footsteps coming down the stairway there where they could potentially see you.
It was cocked.
Yeah, no.
Do I have time to fire
Which is
off
regrettable
a spell
because if
before
it had
I
been
do?
flat, it would have been a good roll.
I'd like to cast Path of Color Trace.
Oh,
Fantastic.
smart.
Oh, you're getting that.
You're looking worried.
16.
Plus that.
Okay.
16!
16 for the
Okay.
stealth.
Was that with Pass Without Trace?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You needed it.
Okay.
God, we're not rolling great today.
As you feel it come back in, you think about what you know about the very few magic things that you have been in contact with, possibly in hell.
Sure.
Because there's not a lot up here.
Right.
In the material plane. But you do know that magic items sometimes have an attunement
33 total.
and curses
Okay.
attached to them. And it might be extremely difficult to get this away from his physical person.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. An insight check on that.
This was that.
Oh, that was the
check.
insight. Okay.
This was
oh,
an
yeah.
Arcana
Oh, yeah.
check.
I know, but I'm just thinking about the other elements. It's fine.
Yeah, but this is definitely, there's some sort of wind stuff, wind
Sure.
magic that is,
Okay.
it has decided that Von Zief is its
Right.
owner.
Okay. Rolls thinks to herself that it's possible they're gonna have to kill Von Zief.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Just
Yeah.
internal thoughts.
Yeah.
Maybe we are gonna have to kill him. I mean, Shane, he's a dumbass, but I mean, he
He
doesn't
is.
deserve what I'm gonna do to him.
Still asleep right here. What would you like to do?
You should meet your twin sister, Stab.
They
guys-
rolled a 33 and a 16.
Yeah, okay.
33.
Clearly, the person comes by and you guys are kind of standing there acting like you're totally belonging. They nod at you and walk off to their next thing. Yeah, exactly like that. It's perfectly fine. They've seen you in combat and they are not interested in playing. And they just think you are totally belong there. But you are hearing the snoring coming from the room now.
That padlock door is outside, right?
Yeah, there's like it's like there's 2 rooms with a hallway kind of between them.
Let's say it's not a padlock. It is clearly like gnomish engineering lock hooked into a wooden and bone door frame, kind of carved in and
Like-
rigged into it. And it's a big spinny dial lock.
Oh, like a giant safe
Yeah,
dial.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Right?
That works.
We're talking about the same place,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, where's the little ship diagram?
I will
I
like
made go?
point that out.
I think Rilz would peek her head out
Yeah.
into the hallway to see whether or not the captain has left a guard standing outside of his door or anything, whether or not there are people
Yeah.
At the
nearby.
moment-
You see.
At the moment, you see these two acting as nonchalant as possible.
We got a thing here.
He's passed out. Let's go.
But the door.
What are you doing?
I think we found the treasure. There's a big door with like a tumbler on it. Look,
All right, but make it quick.
if he wakes up, just do another one of those things to the wind again. You know, another blowjob.
Oh wow, that's me.
First of all, Yoleman, you're going to have words.
Bravo, good sir, bravo. Yes. Yes.
We shoot them for that.
Yeah.
Bad pun. Naughty.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my god.
Continue.
Continue.
As you were.
Fine, carry on with that.
Just leave them and go to the door together.
What? Can you get the stuff? Get the stuff and go.
There's some kind of enchantment on it. Every time I try and pull it away, something happens. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking about, which is why I was wondering if you'd maybe want to join me.
Oh, you go ahead. I'll take a shot at the lock. No, you're a lock alive. I can do a clever dwarf.
Several minutes later.
So I
was
feel a
sorry.
little bit better, buddy, that I'm not the only one who immediately thought, hey, maybe we just separate him from his aliveness.
I mean, yeah, like the food here sucks.
It's criminal enough already, you know.
Do you think that's the captain's fault or just a... all right.
The captain runs the cleanliness.
I kind of like the fella though.
You
I
didn't
mean-
hear the toes.
Hear about the toes. Oh no.
The toes.
This is like a whispered conversation, like right at the doorway. You still haven't, like, you know, like.
Yeah, we made no, like, movement in any direction. He did have me wash his feet. It was non-ideal.
I mean, I can see hurting him for it. But
Right. The thing is, it's not so much that I want to murder him, is I feel like we're not going to be able to separate him from the staff whilst he is still alive.
we don't have an escape plan yet.
We do not, which is why he is still alive.
Actually, specifically, you two, can you make another Arcana check?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
Ooh,
a
okay.
thought.
I have no
Because-
idea what you're doing.
9? Which means no, I can't make one.
I'm just curious if there's a.
A gentleman's 20.
All
Thank
right.
you.
While you're having this conversation, a moment occurs in your mind of the last time you dealt with a cursed artifact, and that the solution was to smash it to bits. And that was the effigy that that was converting the princess into a fish lady, and that you clearly just see Yoleman smashing that thing to bits.
Hey, Yoleman, do you remember when the princess was all types of cursed, and then you had to break that thing, and then she wasn't cursed no more?
Sounds familiar.
Just as a thought, what if we don't actually take the staff from him so much as render it inoperable?
Ooh. Alright. Want me to smash it then?
Yeah, and then when he wakes up, we can just tell him that he did it while he was asleep. All accidental style.
I'm not like the smartest, but I don't think he's gonna believe that.
Plan B, we kill him.
Do you want me to smash it and you get into the safe? Because I have an idea. We steal some of the treasure out of here, and we plant it on other kobolds. Make him think there's a conspiracy against him. Throw the guilt away from us. So he thinks that they were the ones to mess with his staff.
Yolman, have you ever considered a career in espionage? Because that is a great plan.
Well, you know.
I'm very sneaky and devious of you.
Oh, wait a minute.
As far as Rilz is concerned, all of that was a compliment.
Oh, so are you actually trying to pick this thing as you go?
Or maybe I went to Rilz because I don't know.
Yeah, I'll trade you.
Buddy, we're not there yet.
He's out cold right now.
You have some abilities here?
I'm just
Knock?
confused to
I have-
if that helps in any
What?
way.
I have a
I think
good
knock is
sleight
quite
of
loud,
hand.
though.
Knock
Yeah,
is
knock
loud.
does make a noise.
All right, I'll go in. You go.
Yeah, I'll try and trip the tumblers.
And I
It's,
will-
it's a safe, right? We're just talking about this type of... Yeah.
And
I'll try and do
see
that.
if I can disable the staff.
Okay.
Hey, Raven, stick with Yolman.
I'm gonna stand between them so I can see both parties.
Okay, you're kind of in the doorway. You have one eye on Rilz, one eye on
Both
Yolman.
different directions.
Fantastic.
That kind of lizard person.
Doing the chameleon thing.
Okay, you guys are back at the barracks real
Kind
quick.
of forgotten about your plan.
You have like tinker tools and things like that, right? You can actually do this work.
I can.
Okay.
I'm proficient in tinker tools and all that, and if there's anything I'm missing, it will take an hour, but I can just create the tool I'm missing.
Okay. Well, there's been a lot of time that Rilz has been out there. Not so much time you spent in the thing as much as Rilz has spent
You've got some time.
getting the captain drunk. So
It does take a considerable amount of time, even for a kobold, I would imagine, to get them drunk to the point of being completely unconscious.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So
I know they're small.
I'm gonna say, is there a crafting roll or something like that, or do you just do stuff?
Yeah, how does being well, are you using... I don't think he's using one of his, like, slots of magical
Are you using?
stuff.
Is it an Arcana check?
I
make
think we
sense?
can call it whatever we feel it should be called.
Okay.
Because I don't think there's an actual...
I think for you it's
Make
probably
a
an
stuff
Arcana
check.
check. Let's do an Arcana check for the
Or pick a stat and
Quality.
justify it.
quality of the wand.
Yeah,
No, I think Arcana is going to be my best anyway.
I thought so too.
yeah.
Arcana and History.
History might be useful as well, just for remembering what the staff looks like.
Exactly.
Either one works.
Well, they're both a +5, so... By their powers combined, it's a...
Captain Dice Roll.
Sitting on a 14 right now. Want to burn 4 and make it an 18.
18. Alright. So it looks a lot like the staff. And you make it fairly quickly. You have a vague idea of where the captain's quarters are. Do you want to try and hide the staff imitation now, or do you want to try to bring it up to see if... Because you know that there's people following and they'll know what's going on with Rilz.
Hey, Mark.
Bring it.
Let's meet up with the others for a moment. Let them know we got it done.
Very cool.
Okay. Can you also both give me stealth checks?
Oh no! Listen, can I negotiate? Perhaps, like, the nature of me rolling. Maybe I roll like a 2-sided die
That's called a coin.
No. Shit. Let's see.
Not gonna be worse than I did.
Uh-oh.
It's not a competition.
Is that a challenge?
You know what it is.
Oh no.
Is that a challenge, my lord? 13.
Okay.
10 plus 3.
2.
Wow.
no.
Here you go. One for
boy.
you.
I have
Definitely.
disadvantage because of my armor, and I have
You
a
would have been
minus
fine.
1.
You needed the stamp of stealth.
You were the one.
This one over here is your
This is
problem.
the one. This is the one.
I think Drogon still looks kind of upset.
I'm still grumbling.
Yeah.
So, like, because that's happening, he's like just starting to come together, and then he looks and sees yet another thing that doesn't make sense. And he's just like, what the fuck?
Would you like to proceed towards the captain's quarters by yourself? I'll even let you pull the staff off of him if you'd like.
Well, okay.
Alright. This will be fine.
No. Wait.
So
Like, why are we sneaking?
You are sneaking because all the kobolds are supposed to
Same
be.
reason any of us were sneaking.
Kobolds were supposed to be getting to the barracks. They're supposed to be
Only
going
kobolds
to,
on patrol are out right now.
Okay.
And Torsnips has come down the hallway and decided that you look suspicious.
Because you are suspicious.
Torsnips, you say?
Oh,
goody.
no.
Ooh.
Somebody
okay.
has something to do with it.
Would you like to do something else entirely with this?
Does he like accost me? Does he see?
Yeah,
me?
he's like, what are you doing?
He was the most
I'm walking.
noisy one.
Walk back into the barracks.
Why?
And they're right in front. Yes.
I would like to try and hide from Torsnips.
Yeah.
You already have.
You got that.
Oh wait,
You-
I'm good.
Yeah.
Only
Your stealth roll is
passed.
good.
You passed
Okay.
your
Okay.
stealth
I'm sorry.
roll.
I
It's
want
just
to.
him.
No, let me clarify. I want to sneak up on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you can. What would you like to do once you've snuck up to him?
Why that face?
This was my prank all along. I'm gonna grab that jar of the medicine.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna check to make sure that I think it can like actually go over his snout.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Because basically what I'm gonna try and do is just come up and just shove his nose into the jar and then like just basically like like secure it in there.
You're gonna tie
my
his face into the poisonous acid stuff or whatever?
Well, I don't know if
is
it's
in it,
poisonous
or-
acid. Like
It's
I
just a prank, bro.
It's a friendly prank!
April, fuck me!
There's a corpse in the hallway. It was a prank.
I got him.
Got him.
Oh my
I
god.
had to do it to him.
I'm gonna call this a sleight of hand check versus his dexterity.
Yeah,
of
like
some sort.
dodging, getting out of the way
Would
of...
he maybe have advantage because we're currently having a standoff?
Yeah, he is kind of like, hey, what are you doing not in the barracks?
Please
that
have
kind of
advantage.
thing.
Oh,
I'm an
God.
adult. I can stab out late if I want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. 23.
That is going to be his 4.
That is a great roll.
So
That's awesome.
while he's distracted, I go, hi, Torsnips.
Oh!
He's like immediately went and breathed in and
Yeah.
into his lungs. He is coughing and freaking out. We're gonna come back to you. We're gonna roll initiative. Maybe we'll
Or
see.
something.
Oh.
What's happening by the captain's quarters?
Yeah, how far away
Yeah,
from
you could
us is
probably
You're
all?
about
hear this-
halfway there. You're about halfway there.
I feel like it is one of those moments where, like, dramatically the camera cuts away to us, and we're just like, is there some bullshit going on? Some type of nonsense?
Suffocating?
Somehow the group doing the least intrusive thing has done the most intrusive thing.
Leave it to you guys. Oh my god.
Dude, like,
Okay.
smash it on his hitman.
It's not a big disturbance
Here.
of force. Like
Sure. Can
escalation
you
has
make
happened greatly.
I guess it would be a sleight of hand to try to pick this lock.
Yep.
Now that is going to be an extremely high DC.
That's fair.
Um,
We will see.
I dropped 2 of
I'm
the
so
sheets.
glad that I gave away my familiar, so I can't have cheap advantage on this. That was really smart of me. 21.
Nice.
That is enough.
Wow.
You are
Nice.
listening to this thing. you hear the clunk and boom, blink. And as so that's happening simultaneously
Right.
with you're watching that go down. You are heading into the room. You can see him sleeping there. He's got the staff kind of smushed up against his face.
Drooling
Oh,
on
he
it.
looks like a cute little bugger, doesn't he?
What do you want to do?
Although she is still invisible, I've told you that Raven is with you in case you need help.
Including the help action.
Yeah.
What would you like to do
Raven will help
with this
you.
thing?
Does this thing look like it unscrews, or is bolted together, or is otherwise assembled?
It looks like somebody glued this crystal into the top of the staff with some sort of resin or something.
Let's see. I think I have something in my bag of tricks for this. Take my hand.
Okay.
So you're trying to remove the crystal first?
Remove the crystal from
I
the
mean, go
yeah.
nuts. No, I'm just asking you. That's what you're doing.
Give me a strength check.
It's just athletics.
Athletics is exactly what we want. Yes.
That's the one.
14.
With advantage?
No.
Oh yeah, because Raven's helping
'Cause I-
you.
Specifically
Sorry.
gave you Raven. Please use the advantage that I can.
Actually, 19?
Oh, all right, interesting.
You managed to, yeah, okay. As you kind of like are pulling and twisting at this thing, you hear a kunk as the thing unlocks, and
Okay.
you're just like, you can kind of see Rilz go just like this happy like, huh, you know, and pulling the door
there's
open.
totally like the turn like.
But right, and as that's happening, you're hearing this crack from the other room, and there is a blast of wind that comes right into you,
From like your hand.
and you see him flying towards you across the room. We're gonna go into like
Incoming!
freeze frame to slow
Absolutely.
motion.
So Rolls' expression went from like.
We're in slow motion mode. You are flying back with parts of the crystal in your hand towards Buddy. You're seeing him come towards you. He's going to smash right into the door and you.
What would you like to do? Or like a...
You're seeing like a worried look start to go onto Buddy's face as you turn around.
Do I want to brace the door so you hit that and don't go into the hallway? No, I'll just let you go out. I'll just
You're
open the
gonna
door
try
and
to
clear
die.
You're going to clear the way. You see Buddy step to the side, and Yolaman coming back first through the doorway.
I don't want to get hit by that.
That's
Yolaman,
fair.
do you want to try to do anything as you're flying through the air?
Yeah. Wait, do I have monk shit yet? That lets me do something about this?
I am still concentrating, so I don't want to get hit and lose that.
As he
That's
comes,
fair.
as he's coming through the door, you're seeing this blast of air come through. You can just see it blowing dust and everything out of the way. It's almost this visible wind. Just
Could I technically use my slow fall monk feature?
yeah.
What
do you wanna
is?
do
How
with
does
it?
that
You
work?
can use your reaction when you fall to reduce any falling damage you take by 20.
Okay. Yes.
So basically, like, just like grabbing on to like the walls.
Yeah, you're like-
Yeah. You want to like grab onto the doorway and
Yeah.
kind of swing yourself around
Yeah.
and like land.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check
Yes, go.
or an athletics. Athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics is better.
Okay.
Ha! Finally, 25.
You see him kind of like you've got one hand on the crystal fragment and one hand on the doorway, and you just land right next to Buddy.
Hero landing. Superhero landing.
Rolls just mouths. What the fuck?
Yeah, and at this point, also like the crystal goes dark,
Oh.
and the whole entire thing you hear the wind kind of pushing through the entire ship.
Oh.
You two, you're holding this like jar onto this cobalt. You're looking at him just like you're getting ready to, and there's this like blast of air that goes past the both of you Give me
Dexterity.
actually. You've already passed it. You Dex checks.
Dex?
Dex
Okay.
saving throw.
So what if I just said I rolled a 20 and I just made some noises and
Yeah. He's like, just
That would
bullshit
not
this
be
roll.
accurate.
No.
okay, well, thankfully my dice have said, all right, well, we'll have some mercy upon your soul. And
I've continued my trend of rolling absolutely.
What's the DC?
16?
The DC is 16 is a save.
21.
That's a
17
save.
plus 4.
12.
12.
That is a fail. Do you have any dudes?
I have 2.
Well, they already know if they pass or fail, so they can't
Yeah.
use the.
That's true.
I'm
sorry.
You get
but I said it too quick.
That's fine. I probably wouldn't use them either way.
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
I had the 16.
Okay, right.
Can I use my reaction to drop Torsnips and try to catch Drogon?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, give me a.
I like that.
as the wind hits me and I feel Torsnips being dragged away, I go,
It's a
"Bye,
very
Torsnips."
bad day for Torsnips.
And,
He was being force fed a jar of
Give
medicine.
me an athletics check to grab
From high Torsnips to by Torsnips.
exactly.
There was something
I was gonna say bye in a
That
different
wasn't
fashion, but what was it again?
You're at 17. Is that a 17 plus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
Okay,
You
cool.
you reach out and you. How do you keep him firmly on the ground?
So, like, I grab him and I imagine like he's going over my head. So like,
Yeah, you see Torsnips kind of go in a blast of air. He's kind of shot down the corridor with like the jar and goop coming out of it as he's flying around. Yeah.
so like I've got Yolaman and like
Drogon.
sorry, Drogon.
Yeah.
Run,
And
dwarf.
yeah, right.
Oh, we all look alike, do we?
That's a gudgeon.
So, I've got Drogon above my head and like I'm kind of teetering back because like I caught him, but I like wedge my tail in like a bunch of junk and get it snagged, and I'm just like, oh, and, like I'm standing, but only because my tail's getting pulled, and I'm just like, fuck.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And it's like it is not that you as players would know this, but the intensity of that blast is kind of increasing as it's going down the corridors. You are hearing it smash through doors. You're hearing kobolds yell and scream. You're hearing
Wilhelm
things.
scream.
Yeah.
It's at least one of those.
That blast also from where you guys are standing goes out and through the cabin area. You are going to.
I already rolled 11 or half damage
this-
on save.
Well, I think we're just gonna do all or nothing at this.
Oh,
there might
okay.
be more, but this is the first
I
pull.
see. Oh, okay. So
So
this one
11?
is 11. Yes.
You're going to take 11 bludgeoning damage as you smash up against one of the walls, and you kind of feel like your whole stomach kind of go off in a different direction as you're blasting over. Does anybody else have a failure? You were the
I failed, but he did catch me. I
and
don't
you guys
know if that's
both
going to do
succeeded,
anything.
correct? Yeah.
He got caught from Bartholomew. Does that reduce the?
Yeah,
You're
half
not gonna
damage.
take the.
Okay.
Let's do half of the 11.
Half of 11 then.
Yeah. Just 5 is fine.
Okay.
Did you need to roll a concentration?
Oh, yes, thank you. Right? It's been so long.
It's 10 or half the damage, whatever's higher, I believe.
Yes.
Should be 10.
Oh, right. The password trace.
So, there is this, and even you see Von Zeef kind of come to for just half a second as you're looking in the doorway.
Is the treasure area that close that I would still see this? Because I was off doing that.
No,
Okay.
it's just you
Okay.
you two kind of like in there
By
trying
the
to see him
door.
go, kind of like, huh, and then just punk and pass back out again. Yeah, the door does swing open, and you see a vast treasure room, full like DuckTales style gold, right?
there are glass things and other shiny things that are not gold, but there's a surprising amount of actual...
As that blast wave
actual treasure
kicks in and out, you see the whole treasure jump up into the air and kind of blast back as you're kind of getting out of the way.
Right.
And it's spilling out into the hallway. It's a disaster. And let's take a break. And come back to find out how bad this is going to be. Bad/solution.
Do they hear?
Oh,
that's how you end it. That's how you end it. You gotta give a cliffhanger bit.
This is why. Go ahead.
Yeah. So this wind hits through everybody. You're all the gold sloshing around and everything, and you all hear a low howl
coming from
the head of the ship. Dragon.
Kind of this.
And now we take a break. See, that's how you. There we go. We're gonna. Yes.
Wait, we'll be back.
Mystery.
See you there.
Oh, not that one.
Kobolds and airships.
Oh, there it is. Everybody's now.
Let's change up some music for what's going on here. Maybe some of this. All right.
You hear
Trying to figure
that
out how to
scream
Yeah.
or the wail, whatever sound. What did we say it was? A
There's
howl?
a kind of
Howl.
a combination of like a howl and a growl, and just a strange animal noise that you've never heard, but very large.
And it also just kind of sounds like rushing wind at the same time.
And it is at this point that after the burst of air goes through, you kind of settle for a moment. Just want to there's like a couple, like a second for you to interact with each other.
You good?
I think so. What the hell was that?
A line of wind.
All right, you guys.
Run!
Ah, yes, that was us. We should run.
I know that we don't necessarily have a lot of time here, but confronted with a large pile of treasure, if any of it happens to be like necklaces or bracelets or rings or anything that's small and jewelry-like, I want to try and grab it.
Sleight of hand check.
Cartoonishly jump into the treasure hoard and just come out wearing it.
Yeah.
We'll see how high of a roll it is.
Yeah.
That is an 11.
Okay, yeah. You managed to grab like a scoop of something off the ground.
Okay.
There's definitely a lot of jewelry in there, so you got something to hook your fingers hook on something real quick.
Yeah, but it's not like going to be more than
Probably
like,
not like grade A stuff, but
no.
Good thing, Rose, but I don't think we'll be able to return this stuff to their owners.
right, return it. Just put it in my pocket. That's yeah.
You're
sure.
saying that, you're saying right, return it, and you're stuffing it in your pocket, and the entire ship just goes like this.
Star Trek, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Whoa! Oh my gosh!
No falling rocks?
I know, I was just gonna say, if only we had a little panel of fake rocks to pull down.
There's something on the way. Something. What?
What?
You think it's safer if we all not be here?
Do we just jump?
So I need everybody to. What do you want to?
You are currently sort of in the middle of the ship.
Actually,
there is the docking bay to the one side. There are those crawling spaces where you can get directly outside of the ship through the
I'm gonna go through the captain's window.
Let's roll initiative.
There's
Okay.
I think that will help me like.
just an action economy.
Yeah.
Oh, now you
moving
want to
in-
be a big number.
Did you get an at 22?
19 on the die, but it's an 18.
Yeah, I total of 24 with an at 20.
Okay.
We have a negative tax.
I do.
This is 5th edition D&D, you know. Sorry.
You don't have to have it.
Dex is such a good stat. Carry on.
The goal is to get into heavy armor, in which your dex doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Fair. Carry on.
Whoa, you hit a button. I made it go big screen. Exciting.
Yeah.
What, you get a plus and didn't make mine?
What'd you get?
11.
11. Fantastic.
3 on the die. Fucking roll that.
Mark?
13.
Hello. Fantastic.
11.
Yeoman got
24.
20, but okay, 24.
Not 20. Yeah, not 20. 12, 24.
Rilz?
5.
Okay, same as last time we wrote this down.
Yeah.
And
same-
Drogon with a 19 to
18.
18. Okay. Oh.
Oh boy.
Burn not to be consistent.
All right.
So.
Oh well, whatever.
So
So it goes.
To be clear, correct me if I'm wrong about this, but it is tilting sideways. It is not tilting downwards.
yeah, if this is the front of the ship, it's going like this. So you guys are back here into the cabin quarter area. This up here will be like the pilot thing. There's a little walkway that goes in and around and down back to the crew quarters and things like that. There are windows in the captain's room. There is a clear path to the cockpit where they've been flying this thing. You're hearing screams from in there from a kobold.
No, what the hell? That kind of stuff.
So you got it, man.
What would you like to do? If it is starting to slide, you're gonna be very quickly making a check to try to get where you want to go. But what do you want to do?
I'm going to run to the window and yell for everyone, "Come on, this way! We'll jump out the window."
Into the captain's quarters.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll start opening a window.
Give me a. Should we do saves or? Give me an acrobatics check to kind of move around.
That's his ability. Ability check. Save
24.
Avoid.
24. Yeah, you have no problem like maneuvering through as the whole things are sliding off of shelves, crashing down in, and starting to slide across the floor. The gold is spilling down the hallway.
Down into the stairs, going click, 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 making
I know,
a lot
right?
of noise.
So you're at the window.
Yep.
Okay.
Clearing the window. That's his action.
Drogon. You guys are down in the, like, right in the center of this thing. There are no windows right nearby, but you do know how you could try to get towards one.
Did we hear him yell?
Yes, you did hear a run.
You also do hear the clinking of metal on metal from the gold going down the stairs and stuff.
Yeah, something is coming.
I'm going
Hopefully we
to.
just managed to get that door open. At least they get zapped.
It was perfect
I'm going to
timing.
assume Gilliman knows what he's talking about.
Uh-huh.
You're the man. Let's go, Mark. And I'm going to sprint.
Okay. You running down the corridor. Can you give me a either an acrobatics or athletics check?
Also, are you attempting to leap out the same place? Or
Yeah, where are you
like
running?
are you running to them or are you trying to get out quickly?
Are you running down or up?
I am trying to go to them.
You're trying to
Okay.
go up.
So you're going up the stairs with all the gold.
Yes.
Okay. Disadvantage on getting up those stairs because they are covered in gold.
Well, I am assuming that he knows what he's talking about, so that's why I'm going for it.
Yep.
Ah, damn you, disadvantage, you stupid.
That's a lot of gold on those stairs.
None of it's in my pocket. Yeah, one second. I want to see how much. Is it one object? Yes, it's one object. I want to see if I could catapult all the money.
Oh yeah, no, catapult specific.
Yes. Oh yeah. In this, I'm asking you generally to make this check, but you could use spells or abilities or anything to try to. We're open to have a dialogue about what you want to do to get there.
I don't really have anything in this particular moment for that kind of thing.
All right.
So, let's see. Right now I'm sitting at 9.
Still history. You're still working.
Yeah.
Do I think 12 will make it.
It looks like it's a really
Nah.
rough run up through here.
I'm gonna say I'm just gonna take that fail.
Okay. Have a doot.
Yep, you get a doot, and you try to climb up the stairs, and once you've reached them, you just keep
Might have been
slipping
for
down.
Me handing a stack in earlier tonight. I'm not sure. Anyway.
Oh, those were my.
You see him
Extras.
kind of like
yeah.
struggling to kind of bouncing off the sides, trying to like get up as the footing is uneven, and there's difficult to try to find things to hold on to pull him up. He's not moving as quickly as would be good. What do you want to do?
You did make it to those steps, which was quite a bit of your like movement speed anyway.
If
But
it means anything, my walking speed is 35, so the dash should be 70.
I'm gonna. I'll get
made it
over
like
to
50
him,
feet, you just
and
went up the
I guess I'll try and toss him up the stairs.
stairs. You want to throw him? Isn't he the same size
Always
as you?
on the dwarf tossing.
I don't.
I don't know if that. Ooh.
What's the most you can? What's the most you can? How do you check for
How
that?
strong is you?
Yeah.
Not very.
Well, then
Yeah.
that's you're gonna be throwing
It's
him
over.
uphill.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, it's over 10, so like.
Can I? Are they at the bottom of the stairs? Can I see them where I'm at?
Oh wait, it actually
Yeah,
is 10.
you would be able to see them. Yes.
But you're gonna have to even try to get to the stairs. So first, if you can make a athletics or acrobatics check.
I make it.
Do you?
I do.
I mean, we.
Oh, look,
we
it's a
hope that
17.
that's true. There's a large amount of treasure.
Oh my god. If it actually
Cascading
turned
down
out
the
to be a
stairs.
17 with the math, I'll laugh so hard.
There's some bad things that will happen if somebody net once.
So wait,
Ooh.
it's a strength check?
No, yeah, acrobatics,
acrobatics,
or athletics.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Strong or nimble, either one works.
You can do it.
technically it is a 17.
Hey!
Okay.
You called it.
14 plus 3.
Okay, yeah,
Cool.
you have no problem. You could get up the stairs
By yourself.
by yourself. You can kind of see.
Buddy and yeah,
Buddy
Drogon.
can see Drogon and Bartholomew. You can see Bartholomew getting up to the steps. What do you want to do when you get to Drogon? Do you really want to try to throw
You know
Drogon
what?
up the stairs? I don't know.
If I can get up the steps, technically all I need to do is bring him with me. So like, I'll go up to him and be like, Drogon, just grab my tail, dude. And I'll like just keep trying to climb the stairs.
Give me a strength check.
Can I assist? No. Because I'm not. I'm trying to go with him and not against. I don't have anything.
I will lower the threshold.
The DC will be.
What do you got?
You are not an inanimate object, so. You are currently
Halfway up the stairs, both of you.
Yeah, Drogon is holding your tail, and you are taking steps onto the gold and squishing and going absolutely like a treadmill
You are
of gold.
basically climbing up a straight wall as the whole ship continues to tip. You
It
are
is getting
going
steeper.
The platforms themselves are at an angle, but that means the whole stairway is now climbed straight up.
Just about, yeah.
So you're kind of like working together to try to, and it's still tilting.
If it's tilting sideways, wouldn't the stairs just be going like this? So then we could just.
Depends
it's
on which
like-
way the
it's
stairs
like
are,
this,
because it'll go like this.
And it's
otherwise.
going like that,
Bro,
It's
we're
not
halfway
fun.
there.
going up like this.
Bro, halfway up the stairs.
So I imagine he gets up past me. He's like, grab onto my tail.
But you're next,
No more.
you can see
We're
them
not going
picking up-
anywhere.
Tons of code. It's kind of unfair.
Take to like jam a couple pythons into the wall next to me.
This is all wood and bone and stuff, so not too difficult.
Can I see Rilz as well?
Yes, Rilz is kind of just coming out of the treasure room as the gold is sliding down towards you.
I mean, I should.
If I put these, they're swimming in money.
There's
Yeah, the money is now coming down in front
Normally,
of the
that
both
would
of you.
sound like a good thing.
There's a
Yeah, Rose is like pulling rope out of her pack like this.
I'm gonna try and jam some pythons in the wall to make some stable source for Rilz to attach the rope to.
cool.
Fantastic.
Strength check, you think,
I mean,
for
pretty much
slamming
any
some
adventurer's
pythons?
bag has rope in it. So.
Or I think the 8x8 would work better.
Oh my gosh, you could like put the 8x8 like in the doorway this way. Yeah.
I'll pull it out of the one. I pull it out of an impossibly small bag.
In Rilz's head, she's just like, why do you have lumber in there instead of gold?
I'll use that because I feel like jamming that feels easier.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that with that, you can also kind of like brace yourself and stay there
That's,
for a moment.
It's either that or think, I wonder where I could get a purse like that.
You do see you are kind of sliding down because you reach down to grab some stuff, and you're kind of moving with some of the gold currently towards the door to the captain's quarters. You see Buddy brace a board against the two walls here and kind of hold on. You can see Drogon and Mark climbing up and hear Yolman in the other room. What do you want to do?
I want to try and tie my rope to the 8x8.
Okay, so you're going to slide down towards Buddy.
Yup.
Okay, give me either an athletics or acrobatics check. Or tell me something else you want to try
Or
to do.
be- yeah,
to do.
Can I
Convince
try
us.
and deceive the... No.
No.
I'll roll
deceive the
acrobatics
four?
about it. No, I'll roll
Unfortunately.
acrobatics about
Pull
it.
to deceive gravity.
Is there any way I can trick gravity?
Wile E. Coyote.
Throw yourself at the ground and miss.
No, I'll roll
Yeah,
acrobatics
yeah.
about it. Oh, phew. You know how sometimes you see a 7 on the die and you think that it's not a 7, it's some other number?
yes.
That's a
So
9
much
altogether.
Okay.
Okay.
A 9 altogether.
Altogether.
Okay, but I think because the brace is there, that's going to be enough. Like, very just barely enough. You see,
There's probably that moment where like I'm tying it and like the treasure tries to pull me away further.
You see Rilz's legs kind of swing out
Whoop.
into the stairwell at you guys. And you tie a rope around and it kind of goes down towards Mark
And
Bellamy.
then, yes, that was my goal. I want to try and toss the rope in that direction.
The ship continues to turn over onto its side. Sending you guys... making the wall the floor for you, Yolan. As you're standing there. You see...
The enemy's getting stone.
Actually, hold on.
What are you rolling for?
You know
Is
the
that
music
for
video for
You
Virtual
see Von
Insanity?
Zeef asleep, slide out the window, snoring, holding his scepter. He is just out into the air.
Can I grab him?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes, would
thought
you
we were
like to
trying
grab
take
him?
the
Yeah.
loss.
You see him sliding towards the window.
We have the lights check.
Yeah, anything you want.
21.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
you grab a sleeping Von Zeef
By the collars or the tail?
by the tail, by the cobalt tail.
Obviously.
He's just hanging out the window.
These things ain't like geckos, are they?
He's kind of like blowing in the breeze outside.
Close the door.
I'm so great.
Yes, Mom.
Yes,
Mom.
Oh,
I'm so great at this pirate.
I'm sleeping with the sons of my mouth.
fantastic. And you just want to hold position here, right? Is that for
Are you
now?
waiting?
I'm going to hold position to assist anybody to help them get out the window.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
That's yours.
Drogon.
There's a rope now.
There's a rope and a tail.
And a tail.
No offense, I use the rope.
All right.
We're gonna lower the threshold significantly here. Can you give me an athletics check to climb the rope?
Acrobatics would also work.
Yeah, it would, but it's a little well.
I'm giving a
Athletics or
+2
acrobatics.
for athletics, so.
You're the whole ship is still moving, so you're sliding around and banging and trying to get onto things. So this is still difficult, but it's not just a normal rope climbing, basically.
Oh, thank God. Nice.
Where are you? There you are. 21.
Okay, Bartholomew.
You ascend.
There's a rope.
There's a rope now. Athletics or acrobatics. This is a much easier check.
Kind of, yeah.
Both of you to assume that I'm going to have an easier time just because there's something that I can use near me. Fuck.
Ah!
You told me to use your tail, not you!
So Drogon is kind of like letting go and kind of going up beside you. You're holding on to the thing. There's a sudden shift in the ship, and you spin around, kind of smash against the wall.
/ floor.
Yeah. You take yourself 1 bludgeoning damage, but you hear a popping noise, and you guys can all hear this. And you hear this. Your balloon pouch thing has punctured against the wall.
Oh,
and deflated.
wow.
You do not have a balloon pack at the moment.
Oh, brutal!
Somebody wants me to see the DMV today. I see we're playing with gas here. Okay. The cartoonish amount of concern that has just hit Mark Tholomu's face as he was once climbing with, at least if I fall, everything's gonna be okay.
Oh, God.
And I don't know. I guess I just kind of cling to the wall. I'm like,
You can still climb up.
Oh, I
You
still
can
can.
also go down.
Yeah, because
Well, I know that, but that's probably going to happen whether I want it to or not.
also I don't know if you know what the plan is. I'm just planning for us to jump out the window.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't worry, Mark, I got you covered.
Because we were all supposed to have these devices that would save us in a fall.
Well, you see, there comes a time in everybody's life where, he needs to do some extra brain work. So he feels like he has to go to the DMV. And, so...
You just said to yourself, you know where I haven't been in a while.
I look up at Drogon after he says he's got me, and I'm like, okay! Everything will be good!
Oh my god! I'm sure everything will be fine!
Just to kind of like move things together at this point, you guys do climb up to the point where the wood is being braced. The ship continues to kind of rotate back around. You're going upside down, but you are still braced there in the hallway. The 4 of you are at the braced 8x8.
So glad I got that earlier.
What do you want to do? Do you want to make it?
How long can you hold your breath?
Oh.
Does Buddy say this?
It's something about a constitution modifier, so it's like a minute plus 30 seconds for each point of constitution.
No, I think
or
it's
something like
minute
Hold
per
breath.
constitution point, is it?
Hold breath for 1 + con modifier in minutes.
Oh.
What's your con modifier?
that. No, it's actually higher than my strength. Like that, it's a good thing about tieflings.
So it's 1 plus.
That's suffocating, though.
So I have a 14, so I
I'm
have a
going to
+2.
assume the hold breath.
So I can hold
So
my breath
3
for 3
minutes.
minutes.
This could work.
Want to get in the bag?
Don't have him get in the bag yet. But you should drop together.
That is good.
This is gonna be so cool.
That's crazy.
So like, Buddy looks at you like, how long are you gonna hold your breath? As you guys are kind of climbing and clambering down the hallway back towards the captain's quarters. When you come around the doorway that's been pried open, whereas the whole room is kind of spinning, things that were on the shelves have fallen down. There's the
It's
bottle
just
of
a
alcohol on the floor is blub, 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 yeah. Things are kind of caught on fire a little bit, and things are like it is a disaster in here.
The
And you
alcohol
see-
did that, by the way. The
Right.
alcohol lit stuff on fire.
You see
So you-
Yeoman holding the tail of Von Zief hovering over the door.
Because of
Or the window.
because of the rotation, it's like you're coming up out of a hatch in the ground.
Okay.
And Von Zief is more like laying on the outside of the ship now, in a sense.
Give me all. Actually, you 4, you're all set because you're right there. Just give me one more dex save.
Why?
All this stuff is flying around the room.
Why must
Some
you
mess
do
in
this
here.
to me?
One more dex save.
Okay.
Wait, he failed some
Add
things.
an
I'm gonna
extra
give him
20.
Tucker, I think you did
Natural
one.
20.
Fantastic.
These from before. I
Listen,
forgot,
I can
sorry.
open up
No.
a Skittles
No?
factory pretty soon.
That's a 7.
13.
Okay,
13.
that's fine. So,
And that was a nat 20.
that's 20. You're fine.
Dex save or Dex check?
Save.
19.
Fantastic. You guys are just fine. You're clambering around through the room towards the window. You're kind of sloshing through, but you're getting there as well.
Right.
Maybe you're distracted by something and they throw it in your pocket. Some sort of valuable.
I feel like periodically, like Rolls is doing fine, but then she just like looks out in the hallway at all of that gold and treasure that's just been around. It's like, sigh. All right, back at it.
If it were level enough that we could walk, I had the idea of taking my shield, and scooping, and then jumping out.
I feel like that would just mean we'd be spilling treasure in the air.
Yolvin was
but still.
staying with to help people coming through here. Have that roll at advantage with his help to get through here.
Oh.
Because that's what you were waiting for, this particular
The
problem.
situation, yeah.
You beautiful man. Nat 20.
No, you don't.
Pull through, and you all kind of like dive through the window kind of semi-simultaneously. You two kind of like you grabbed onto him, maybe? Does that make sense?
Like when you're skydiving and you see the videos of people holding hands when they're parachuting down or whatever, or
However you think this is gonna work.
If you don't think it's gonna, I've got you covered.
Oh.
I'm gonna refund this.
Oh.
Because that did turn into a success.
Oh, okay. You did. Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Like, I guess we're just kind of there, and I'm still kind of squeaky voice, like, you sure you got this, buddy?
Listen, you've been saving my bacon all night. It's my turn.
Who said anything about bacon?
You
All
are
that bacon?
all free falling through the air at this point. You have on Zeef.
Yeah.
You are kind of like getting distance from the black dragon. You can see kobolds coming out of windows in various places, falling out. You can
Flying
see
out on
items.
the drakes.
Yeah, they start flying out on the drakes, and then like they go out of control. The drakes are going everywhere, and then like some of them are just dropping out of the sky. There are just, it's an absolute disaster, but what you mostly notice is the black dragon breaking itself apart and giant wings coming out of the sides.
They wear tiny little weird wings, just to remind you, like far too small.
The head of this thing dislodges from the body as a large skeleton kind of pulls itself out and opens its mouth and roars into the sky. Into the
Proper
night
shape
sky.
of a dragon.
A skeletal dragon?
Yes. A skeletal dragon also made of bone and wood of other things. As it screams out. You can see some of the dropped kobolds. It kind of like lashes around and chomps down on some of them and just crushes them right there.
I think the pirates were better.
Probably less dangerous.
You are falling away as you see. You are fortunately at a distance where this thing does not seem to be targeting you.
Look, I'm sure no one would believe a skeletal dragon, so we can leave that out of the report.
At least until the ships start getting put under attack of that.
Look, I'll deny anything.
I'll deny anything. Okay, all right.
You fall for a bit through the air until it gets. You hear a ding 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 on your those of you who have functional
1 kingdom of steam, 2 kingdom of steam, 3 kingdom of steam.
Yes.
functional
Exactly.
balloon packs hit their altitude meter and kind of ting, signaling for you to pull them. But you don't have to.
I'm going to follow with Mark.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm just kind of.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna like. Just take a moment. And I'm gonna kind of lean back.
And like the entire time I'm just.
Okay, So everybody else, you three, pull your balloon packs.
As we were falling, I was going to try to secure Von Zief to
Yes.
me.
Yeah.
I don't know, use his belt or something.
Absolutely. He's asleep. He's very malleable. He is drooling. There's a little drool kind of going up out to the air. Cool. Balloon pack pulled. Balloon pack pulled. Balloon pack pulled. Boom. These balloons kind of fill up with air and whip up into the air in front of you and snag you. It's pretty uncomfortable. It's very unpleasant, but it's much worse or much better than splatting onto the ground.
Yeah.
And you start to slowly descend instead of plummet. These two whip past you at terminal velocity.
Concern.
You'll be on the ground. Pull those shoot.
You're gently gliding down as you watch these two plummet.
The hell are you doing?
Oh, I got it!
You barely hear
Are
them.
you sure? Yeah. They gonna die.
Okay, you get closer and closer to the ground.
We're getting within about 1 minute's worth of fall
Okay.
remaining.
Okay.
I guess for the fall.
What does it look like?
I like about time, and I like open up a little hatch in my armor, and then like a couple of little tiny little dwarf shaped automatons. One flies over to me, one attaches to him, and they have tiny little air jet packs that propel us upward. So it slows the descent.
You guys, there's like this whoosh in the air, the thing below you. Below you is just a random forest. You are coming down through pine trees, and blasts out air from under you, and you gently land on the ground.
The entire time. I am just Kevin Hart screeching, just like even as I'm slowing down and gently alight on the ground. Oh! How did I look?
It was like, oh,
You look so cool.
Heroic.
I'm imagining more like Ruby Rose from Fifth Element. What was that guy's name?
Ruby Rod.
Ruby Rod from the Fifth Element.
I don't know that shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Carmen.
is he the one in like the leopard print?
Yeah,
and the
he's-
hair?
With the hair.
Yeah, okay.
Because you look really cool until something crazy happens. He's screaming.
Yeah.
That movie predicted influencers.
I did.
Right?
Huh. Never thought of that. Okay.
The more you know.
So as we're dusting ourselves off, Rolls is like, counts as a success, right? I mean, minus the giant, scary skeletal dragon, which I prefer not to think about.
You can still see it up in the air.
Except
It's
that.
emitting those wails that you heard before.
Oh no, shooting whales out.
As you're talking, you do hear a next to you as you see the body of Torsnips, jar still over his face, drowning, smash into the ground next to you. Just splat.
Oh, hi, Torsnips.
He is very dead.
Well, that's a rough day.
He was kind of a jerk.
That's
You have baby-born in front of you here.
I hope that little weirdo with the potato
I was gonna
peel
say-
made it out all right.
Godspeed, Snickers.
Snickers, that was it.
He's a crafty little guy.
Let's not think about it too much. We had a job. And we got the chief culprit, right? Right.
And the Great Mother Chief.
Oh my God.
Like his jaw flapping like that unconscious guy in Ace Ventura when
Yeah. As long as you're puppeting, Rills is gonna get out. I'm a big doo-doo head. Yes, no?
Yes, no.
Okay.
Meanwhile, kobolds are just like,
Yeah, there are still some. You do see, like, off in the distance, a drake crashing and just smashing to bits. What do you want to do? You're in the middle of the woods. You don't
It
know
is
where.
it is an unsettled area as far as you can tell. As you were falling, I'm assuming some of you looked around, but would you like to all make perception checks for like getting a lay of the land? Bartholomew, disadvantage, because you were busy screaming.
Natural 20.
Let's go. Oh, I had an 11 and 12.
But I
so-
already had disadvantage today.
I've had it so much today.
No.
11.
11.
18.
Hang on a second. Hang on a
What did
second.
you roll?
25.
Damn. And you rolled it.
That's 20.
Okay.
24.
All right. Do they see the rails anywhere?
No. No,
don't.
not currently.
Do they see any smokestacks or civilization?
Yeah. Off in the distance, while you were coming down, you did see, because it's nighttime, and you could see a light off in the distance, like a small little town. At least would help you get your bearings for
There
exactly
was
where
a
you are.
nat 20 right there.
Yeah, so you do have a direction that you could walk in.
You see what?
To a town, a small town. You can see the lights on.
It's a little hamlet or something. Not
Yeah,
even a town.
this is an electric light.
To
This
the
is
west?
not. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. You know exactly where you're going.
What kind of distance?
Just a short walk.
Didn't know if we'd have to like hunker down and make camp for the night.
You could. What do you want to do? Do you want to start heading towards it? It is late, and some of you have taken some serious.
I used my last spell slot for us to not die in the fall.
How injured does everyone else look right now?
I'm only
Fine.
minus 1 hit point.
Me too.
I'm scuffed, but like it's
I'm
okay.
down 17.
However, it's a little bit meta, but hearing that one of our casters is down all their spell slots,
Hey, my batteries are all drained. You got nothing left.
I mean, it is late. We could. Shit, did anybody bring any of their camping stuff with them?
You don't?
It's in the box.
Rose looks at me. Oh, never mind. I guess, yeah. I forgot about it.
Can be a history check.
What's this?
History.
I just want to say, like, okay, if we're in this woods near a town, what kind of creatures could be in here?
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. History check's good.
10.
Okay, yeah. There could be a number of things. There could be wild animals out here. It's not impossible. You are in the wilderness. It's well known that you just don't go walking out into the wilderness of the kingdom without,
I mean, we'd have to
stuff.
stand watch. We're gonna camp out tonight.
Up to you guys.
For the record, battery's still charged on the cannon. I can use Eldritch Cannon.
Huh?
Because I haven't used that yet, and once per long rest I can just do it.
Cool.
Every time afterwards I need to use a spell slot.
Gotcha. Oh, that's interesting. That is cool.
I think if we can, we should move on.
Can you give me like 10 minutes to like heal the like broken bone? But he got hurt pretty bad earlier.
Oh, buddy, sorry. I didn't see it.
Why don't you mention it? I don't think it's supposed to bend that way.
I don't think it's
That's your shin, not your knee.
If we can take 10 minutes, I will use my last spell slot to cast Prayer of Healing. Which is, Buddy pulls out paperwork and is like, "Can I get your next of kin?" For like the next 10 minutes, he's gonna ask anyone who wants to be healed, like, where's your savings going? Get your documentation in order.
I imagine Drogon is very thorough with all this.
He knows everything.
Yes, you have to cast against a willing target.
Yeah. That's a grudging.
There's a reason why the Warhammer Dwarven Shotgun is called the Grudge Raker.
And anyone who listens gets 10 health.
Oh, that's awesome.
Alright.
And fills out the paperwork. You don't get it if you don't fill out the paperwork.
Girls will fill out paperwork.
Is Rilz lying on that
Yeah,
paperwork?
can we lie on it?
Rose
gonna
would
double
not
check
lie,
it.
but actually when it comes to next of kin, she would be like, these assholes.
Yeah.
Her only real next of kin is fighting a war in hell, so she's like, technically these guys. For purposes of paperwork at the moment, these fine folks.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys kind of like hunker down for 10 minutes. Can you give me another set of perception checks?
Sure. You're making me roll dice in the game. I've had it rolling dice.
What was Gimli's line?
It's
when he was
not
in the
rolling
forest?
dice in the dice game.
Oh.
I don't know.
Homemade pudding.
Snared swords
I also have a home.
have the eyes of a hawk and the ears of a fox.
Oh,
Good.
7.
Not so great, but actually good for this.
All right.
9.
That's okay.
23.
Woo!
You all
Man,
collectively,
Buddy rolls good.
you're kind of like starting to plot. Are you gonna rest or are you gonna go?
We were gonna go, right?
We're gonna go. Okay. So you're kind of like starting out. You're trekking through the woods.
We sort of like, gather ourselves up, get our bearings.
Sally Farm.
And as you are going through, you all notice pretty much right away. Some of you before others with your very high rolls. Some of you almost immediately afterwards. Notice that there is a large creature also making its way through the woods tonight.
Hear or see?
You see. It's kind of stalking in the shadows. It is trying to be stealthy. It looks like it's hunting. It might be hunting you. I'm not quite sure. Who had
That highest roll was
23?
right.
and you guys were 20s.
Homemade
Homemade 20s. I'm going to say that you identify this immediately. You have seen these before on various missions that you've been on. It's generally a good idea to steer clear of badger hawks. They are not fun to play with. They're a little bigger than a badger and a little bigger than a hawk.
Well, a lot
And
bigger
they're
than a hawk.
Both of them together, and they can be really unfortunate.
Known for
Claws
being
and beak,
quite
not good.
aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that way.
You can proceed around it and try to make. Actually, I think the next thing is to make stealth checks to try to get away. You can. I'm gonna immediately give you a +10 to those checks.
Can I
Well, that's
also
good.
stamp Drogon with the seal of...
You helping Drogon?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Smart.
do disadvantage, so
It gives you advantage.
Well, that
so.
should negate
it's
it.
straight roll.
Alright, we try. We sneak.
And you get that for an hour. Right? That's a full hour.
Well, once...
What the-
Yeah.
You said you're giving us +10?
Stealth.
I am. I'm gonna give you +10.
16.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
because of the high visibility that you have.
It was a 7 minus
23
1.
because of the +10.
Boy.
23 because
Okay.
of the +10.
Would you
Nice.
I was still rolling. I
Roll-
got distracted
roll
by
it.
that.
Thank you.
Let me see.
Oh boy.
It'll be a 19 altogether. 19.
Fine.
Oh.
14.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. We're doing
Okay.
That'll do.
All right. All right.
For all of you.
Collectively, that was.
Yeah, you guys managed to sneak around and not disturb this thing, and make your way to this village. I think at this point we can montage forward a bit. You get your bearings, you find out where you are, you can send out messages. So there's downtime now. You guys have you found a place to stay at like a little hotel.
Is there a sheriff or a jail?
Yeah, I was going to say, we got to
Yeah, okay.
see that Von Zeef gets locked up.
You get okay, let's I think that's probably the next thing to do. You probably want to talk to him, I'm assuming.
I think
Or
we should bring
Long
him with
rest.
us because this little guy's the only one who's going to be able to tell us where he found the gem or the glass thing.
I just wanted to get a long rest. Well, I'm worried about him.
Oh, that's fine too. Yeah.
We got to make sure he doesn't get away from us because he's got the only information that we need to know in case that dragon gets out of hand.
He told me a pretty fanciful sounding tale about where he got the staff from, so I'm sure the story about the dragon's gonna be amusing.
Rilz, why don't you, I hate to do this to you.
Oh.
Why don't you just stay in the cell with him? So when he wakes up, you feed him some sort of line about how one of the other kobolds wrecked the ship, and
You could
you saved him.
You could definitely tie him up in one of your rooms, and he wouldn't be able to get away.
As long as he's tied up, he can't get hands in with me. Alright, sure. I'll not lie.
So you could get a room in one of the inns here. I don't have the name of this
I was
place.
gonna say do it in the jail cell,
Do we have a name for this town?
because that would be like, oh, you stayed with him,
I didn't know.
you saved, not only did you
saved
save
him,
him, you
yeah.
stayed with him in the jail, so you both got arrested together. And, you hear what I'm saying there?
You could
Kinda
do
sure
that.
Kind of maybe arrange for that. Flash our seals. Be
Fern
like,
comb.
King's orders.
We're
Weird
supposed
stuff.
to fish
Anyway,
instead.
do it.
This is the town of Ferncombe. There are halflings here.
Ferncombe?
Ferncombe.
Ferncombe.
Yep, with an E at the end.
Of course.
Yeah, there's halflings here. They're running the little inns and stuff. So you could flash your badges and get a jail cell at the sheriff's office.
Yeah, no, I think that sounds like a good plan.
You do that.
Try and want to put one over on Von Zief.
You have-
Keep him friendly for as long as we
You and Von Zief are in a jail cell together. That's the plan?
can. Yep.
Okay.
I kind of feel like he's actually properly tied up,
Yeah.
and we've done like slip knots, so like Rilz is tied up in
Got
the
it.
jail cell type of deal.
Yes.
Search him first.
I want
Yeah.
full cavity searches on everything.
There is oh boy.
No.
Gold. There is gold. He's got gold in his like pockets and things like really fancy. He's got like a pearl and things like that. He just
He
had
has a
some.
little jewelry. He was a little spruced up, you know?
Oh right.
So,
Yeah. So he's got
Actually-
some.
On the subject of jewelry, Rolls wants to take a little moment and find a piece of jewelry that would fit on Raven and give it to her.
Aw.
Okay.
Aw,
Like a
happens.
bracelet that you could wear as a belt or something, you know, type of.
Oh.
I thought it matched your eyes.
And you can add like 20 gold to your stash because you grab from what you grabbed.
And
I will
like a silver bracelet, maybe?
Yeah.
I'll just.
Small silver
I'm
bracelet.
listing it as some jewelry 20 gold's worth because it wouldn't be immediately liquidizable.
That's fair.
Yes, and silver bracelet first.
So the rest of you getting rooms at like a nearby inn?
Is that halfway sized village?
Yes.
Buddy is the tallest among us. Just like, of course.
Knocking on the doors. And,
You're just Gandalf and Baggin.
Sitting on a bench and my knees are like, okay.
They do at the end they're like the big room. You know, like they have one room that has like a full size normal bed in
you
it.
can lay in it,
And
but your
you can-
head hits the top and your feet touch the bottom. But you can fit theoretically in the bed.
They're not child-sized mattresses, so at least that.
But yeah, so you guys can have a long rest.
I like that. Spell slots.
Yeah.
Talking about them spell slots.
Some food and ale and things are brought up to your rooms. You guys are can relax. You did not have to sleep in the crew quarters of the.
It's so hard for them.
You know, honestly, like, how are we going to write off just thousands of kobold deaths like that? And we don't know what happened after. It's gonna be
Look, we don't know that all of them died.
Listen, we tell them they got the gem, it broke, things went crazy, it's a weird magic. We had nothing to do with it.
If they had engineered it better, then they wouldn't have needed the gem.
I mean, what'd you say? It was like glue down there?
I think it was paste.
Just sticky tree sap.
You more or less.
I mean, it's kind of on them for not having better escape measures.
I'll give it away. The little bugger got a hold of something he wasn't supposed to have. It broke. Wow.
Just imagine in the papers and in other news, a fuckload of kobolds just fell out of the sky and fucking died in this field.
Local farmer killed by 10,000 gold falling on him.
Oh my god!
Hold on.
I have
like-
thoughts
I
about
feel
what's
like
going on in the
theoretically
background.
some bandit's day was made, right?
Yeah.
There's a bandit camp like, man, we could just be so rich, so we're just gonna need a miracle. And there's just gold everywhere.
I do like to picture there being a couple like kobolds who land first, so it's like splat, splat, splat.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get.
More likely there's a big weird skeleton dragon.
Hold on. Okay. Wait. So, but
Indigestion.
we're
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
we're
yeah. We're
at
here.
the
We're
end.
here. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes.
You're in the jail cell.
Yes.
Von Zeef is
plan
tied up,
went with.
and he's slowly coming back to consciousness. He's got a hangover, clearly.
What's the name of the number one guy?
Dorsnips.
Torsnips. I need some chicken. Torsnips.
Pens
You're right
and
there with him.
snips in a
Yeah.
field somewhere. Just
Yeah.
Captain, you'll never believe it.
Yes. What? Oh.
Torsnips betrayed you and crashed the ship. I saved you. We got locked up though.
Oh, my hands are. My hands are tied.
But you are alive.
Am I?
Yes.
Yes, I am alive. Yes, no.
Because I saved you.
And that's where we'll end.
Very heroically.
Roll your deception.
Oh.
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
we'll end on whatever that number is.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
where
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
go. Whatever that number is where we'll end.
Come on, big
I
Should
saved you so
Should you get
much.
advantage because of the setup?
Yeah, a lot of energy went into that. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Sure. No.
With advantage? What happened?
Give me a moment. Let me cook.
Let me cook.
You look so disappointed.
Oh.
It's not great.
Don't just save the cubits.
Are you sure?
How many do you got there?
4
What's your deception?
plus 5
9 plus whatever's on the die.
makes it better than even.
Yeah, all right.
13.
Oh! And we'll wrap the stream up.
Very heroically saved you from certain doom.
Wow.
Me, I did that.
Thank you, everyone, for hanging out and watching this nonsense.
This was a particularly interesting episode full of shenanigans.
That wasn't mine. It was just on the ground.
Oh, yeah, I dropped
I
one.
mean,
Thank you.
I won't roll deception on you in real life.
I believe if you come back tomorrow night, we have the second half
Should be.
of
Second part.
Spelunking,
Spelunking!
which
I get to be a metalhead goat. I'm excited.
that sounds fun.
Bronin Samugai.
That's right.
In case you haven't got enough of Mark Bartholomew tonight.
There's the sword wielding.
Turned into a Samurai Jack fanboy version.
Tomorrow. And then Hunter's Wednesday?
Hunter's Wednesday.
Hunter's
Fantastic.
Wednesday! Where's the camera? I'm looking into that one.
I did catch I watched a little bit of the Moonshadow concert.
Oh,
Just because, cool.
I should have asked you for audio clips.
Oh, that's fine.
But,
Next time.
Yeah, I promise I'll make it go faster because I had so much stuff going on. I was like chugging
It's hard.
the streams, like literally was going too slow, and then it'll be streamlined. It should go much faster.
yeah, put a
Probably
spork
between
in it.
2 whole maps.
I caught that.
Far too
Tucker.
many tokens.
What?
So-
Yeah, you put tokens in the audience on the one map, and I feel like switching back and forth was like, yeah, there are a lot of tokens. Full house. But yeah.
All right. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Come back and watch more.
Yeah.